Sometimes, the people the world considers the most ordinary are the very ones who go on to make history. This is not just the story of a legendary footballer, it is the story of a man who proved that when someone is truly hungry to win, poverty, pain, failure, and criticism can never stop them. This is the story of Cristiano Ronaldo, a boy who never doubted his dreams, even when the entire world did. On the small Portuguese island of Madeira, a humble family struggled to make ends meet. It was there that a boy named Cristiano Ronaldo was born. His family was not wealthy. Their home was small, money was scarce, and life was far from easy. His father worked a simple job, while his mother worked tirelessly to support the family. There were many days when even buying basic necessities was difficult. But that little boy possessed something that even the richest person in the world could never buy: an extraordinary dream. While other children chased toys, Ronaldo spent countless hours chasing a football. For him, football was never just a game. It was his happiness, his purpose, and his family's greatest hope of escaping poverty. Whether it was raining, blazing hot, or freezing cold, all he needed was a field and a ball. He would play until darkness covered the sky. Slowly, he began to believe that if he could become the best player in the world, he wouldn't just change his own life. He would change the future of his entire family. But dreaming is easy. Turning those dreams into reality is not. The road ahead was long, and the obstacles were even greater. At just 12 years old, Ronaldo left his family behind and moved to Lisbon to join Sporting Lisbon's academy. Imagine that for a moment. A 12-year-old boy leaving home for the very first time, leaving behind his mother's voice, his brothers and sisters, and everything familiar, to live alone in a city where he knew no one. While other children slept beside their families, Ronaldo often sat alone in tears. He missed home. He missed his mother. But every single time he wiped away those tears and reminded himself of one thing: if I go back today, my dream will end forever. Everything in Lisbon was different. The language sounded different. The people were different. Some kids laughed at the way he spoke. Others underestimated him because he came from a poor background. But Ronaldo never wasted his energy arguing. He made a decision. He would answer everyone with his performance. He was always the first to arrive at training and the last to leave. While others rested, Ronaldo stayed behind to practice even more. Little by little, everyone began to notice his dedication. His speed, fitness, determination, and relentless desire to win made him different from everyone else. But then life presented him with a challenge that could have ended everything. Doctors discovered that he had a heart condition. Without immediate treatment, his football career could be over before it had truly begun. For a boy who had dedicated his entire life to football, hearing those words was terrifying. The possibility of never stepping onto the field again could have broken anyone. But Ronaldo refused to break. He underwent heart surgery, completed his recovery, and returned to the field stronger and more determined than ever before. That moment proved something extraordinary. Great players are not built by talent alone. They are built by courage, resilience, and an unbreakable mindset. While playing for Sporting Lisbon, Ronaldo faced Manchester United in a preseason match. His performance was so remarkable that even the opposing players were amazed. After the game, several Manchester United players reportedly told their manager that this young talent belonged in their team. Soon afterward, Ronaldo's dream became reality. He signed for one of the biggest football clubs in the world, Manchester United. But joining a great club does not guarantee success. In many ways, that is where the real test begins. Now the entire football world was watching him. Every match brought new expectations, new criticism, and new pressure. Some people claimed he cared more about flashy skills than winning. Others insisted he would never become one of the greatest players. Ronaldo never argued with his critics. He answered every doubt with relentless hard work. He dedicated his entire life to discipline, waking up on time, going to bed on time, training for hours, taking care of his body, eating the right food, constantly finding ways to improve himself every single day. This became his lifestyle. Even his vacations included training. Even his rest was part of his preparation. He understood one simple truth: if he wanted to become the best in the world, He had to work harder than everyone else. Slowly, everything began to change. The goals kept coming. Records started falling. Trophies filled the shelves. The same people who once believed he would never succeed were now standing and applauding him. Yet Ronaldo never became satisfied. He never believed he had already achieved enough. Every new day was simply another opportunity to become better than he was yesterday. Then came another defining chapter of his career when he joined Real Madrid. This wasn't just another transfer. It meant carrying the expectations of millions of fans around the world. Every match came with enormous pressure. Every performance was analyzed. Every goal was celebrated. But instead of allowing pressure to weaken him, Ronaldo turned it into fuel. He scored goal after goal. He created history in the UEFA Champions League. He shattered records that many believed would never be broken. Around the world, people began calling him a goal machine. But if anyone ever asked him what his greatest strength was, the answer remained the same: hard work. He experienced defeat. He lost important matches. He suffered injuries. He faced criticism over and over again. Yet every single time, he did what truly great people do. He stood back up. He trained even harder. And he returned stronger than before. As the years passed, Ronaldo grew older while younger stars entered the game. Many people claimed his time was over. But every time he stepped onto the pitch, he reminded the world that age is just a number. Real strength comes from discipline, determination, and the mindset to never stop improving. The world sees his luxury cars, magnificent homes, and incredible wealth. But very few people see the thousands of hours of sacrifice behind that success. People admire the trophies, but they never witness the pain his body endured after endless training sessions. They see the smile on his face, but they rarely see the tears he shed as a lonely child chasing an impossible dream. Cristiano Ronaldo's story does not teach us that everyone can become a professional footballer. His story teaches us that anyone can become the champion of their own life if they stop making excuses and start putting in the work. If a boy from a struggling family can become one of the greatest footballers in history, then your starting point does not define your destination. Your discipline, your effort, and your belief in yourself do. So whenever life feels difficult, whenever people laugh at your dreams, whenever you feel like moving forward is impossible, remember Cristiano Ronaldo's journey. Remember that he was once lonely. He was once poor. People once called him weak, but he never gave up. He turned every hardship into strength and every failure into another step towards success. Remember this: millions of people dream, but only those who work relentlessly every single day turn those dreams into reality. Luck may open a door once in a while, but hard work builds the road to success every single time. And perhaps that is why today the world remembers Cristiano Ronaldo not just as one of the greatest footballers of all time, but as one of the greatest examples of discipline, determination, and the power of never giving up.